Top Tick Trading back at you with another video. In today's recap, we're going to go over the trades I took this morning on August 15th. And hopefully we can learn something and go over my analysis on the trades and kind of see how we can all get better together. So on the screen here, you guys see 4 charts. This is Amazon, Apple, SPY, and Nvdia. And I did take a trade on Walmart, WMT, and PLTR. Those are kind of smaller trades, nothing interesting there. They were small loser trades. So what we're going to go over today is I'll go over the biggest trades, which are Nvdia, Apple, and Amazon. I think those are the most interesting trades from today. So over here, I got the SPY, and let's look at what it was doing pre-market. Pre-market, we had a run-up spike here. We had some news come out this morning. I believe it was jobs numbers that came out this morning. So it sent the market running higher, and we were clearly above yesterday's highs. This is the S&P 500 SPY ETF. So already coming into the open this morning, I was looking at long trades. So I was long biased, and I was looking for stocks that would be going with the market. So one that popped into my watch list this morning was Amazon, because it was also up over yesterday's highs and had a pretty nice run up here in pre-market from 170 all the way to 175. So huge run up pre-market. That was on my watch list. Apple, I had traded it yesterday, so that was also on my watch list. Well, Apple's always on my watch list, right? Makes really good moves. Same thing with Nvdia. Nvdia is always on my watch list as well, because it's known to make some really good moves and it's really good range. It makes for a great stock to day trade. So this platform that you're looking at is Thinkorswim, so it doesn't show the executions really well. And I do trade on Dash Trader software, which is a separate software that connects to my broker, and which shows the executions a lot better, in my opinion. So I'll bring that over and let's get started. I'll try to keep this video short, and we'll just go over the trades really quickly. So first, let's go over Amazon. So I'll bring this up over here. This is the executions on Amazon today. Okay, so what I did in the morning was when the stock first opened, I thought that it might be a short as it broke below the low of this first candle. And I thought that we might be seeing a move back to the downside. Seeing that it's had such a big run up, I thought maybe we see some downside here. So that's why I took the short here. Obviously, it didn't work out. And very quickly, I realized that Amazon is in fact a long. So I stopped out of the short over the VWAP, which is right around here somewhere. And then I flipped long immediately. So I stopped and flipped long within a few seconds. And then once I saw it kind of bounce here and jump up over the VWAP again, it was holding the price 174.75 really well. And it's above VWAP. And the stock was up like, I think, 2% at the time. So that made it a pretty obvious ad for me. So I reversed my position here. So I was short, stop, flip long, and then I added to my long position here. That was around 175.25. So like right around here, I added and I went double size. So that was awesome. But because I was using twice the share size that I would use normally, I took a piece off here, I think right over 176, like somewhere around here. I took an exit, looks like. Right over 176. And then we got this unfortunate move to the downside. And, I'm not going to lie, this made me nervous, right? When we have this inverted hammer candle and then a big red candle to the downside, it made me nervous. So if you watch on my stream, like I was live streaming this trade, I live stream almost every day. So you can watch me trade this live. When I saw this come down, I was a bit nervous, but I told myself that, this is very normal behavior for a stock that's up 2%, the market's up, and we just need to see if it holds VWAP and the 20 EMA. So I was nervous, but I had my stop in place, and I didn't want to second guess myself, as I do that. I've done that before many times, where I second guess myself and kind of get chopped around. But the best thing that I've learned to combat that is have a stop in place and let the stock prove that you're wrong, prove that your thesis is wrong, right? So I let it do its thing. It bounced off, sure enough. And when I saw that it was kind of consolidating the VWAP again and holding this price area, I added to my long again. So I went long here, added, took a little bit off here. Maybe I took a third off here, and then I added another lot size for me, 1 hour risk. And, I had a lot of size in this one. So because of that, I ended up taking some off here on this pop. As you can see, 175.75 area. So about here, I took some off there. And then I was patient to take it off. So I took off almost everything in this consolidation zone right there. Like this 177, or just below the 177 area. You can see like this is almost like 1 hour of consolidation. So that pretty much told me like, okay, this thing doesn't want to move higher. I mean, it may still move higher. I don't know. But I think for me, getting 2R, almost 3R on this trade is good enough. So I'm going to take my profits right there. So that was my trade on Amazon. And then we can look at, I have Apple here. So let's see if I can show you guys the Apple trade. How do I move this over? Okay, there we go. So Apple, you zoom in a little bit on this, and I don't know what's happening here, but okay, so this is my Apple chart of executions over here. And Apple was pretty simple here. It opened and it was holding the 20 EMA, bounced off the 50 EMA. These are the EMAs that I watch. I have on my chart just to give me some sense of trend, whether a stock is holding trend. A lot of times if a stock is trending, it's going to hold EMAs. So it doesn't always happen, right? Nothing works 100% of the time, but it gives me some added confirmation that it's going to work. So, and then of course, once it got over this consolidation area and over VWAP is where I took the long, looks like around 223.80s maybe. And then move this over a little bit. And I was pretty patient with the exits because I really wanted Apple to make a new high. Because I find that this happens a lot in large caps where it's like they're seeking liquidity. So they're looking for people that are buying this breakout, right? People that are chasing the long here and kind of trap those, the longs here. So my plan was to be the seller in this area. And looks like I sold around 225.20s. So right around here, this is the area where I sold almost all of it. I think 75% of my position I was out, especially when I saw this candle. I was like, okay. And the volume here was pretty good. So I thought this might be a good spot to offload most of my position. I did. And then I put a stop in. I put a stop just below my entry. And I almost got stopped out, as you can see here, 223.80. Almost got stopped out of like maybe a third of my position, and not even a third. I think I had like 1/4 of my position, a quarter size left. So, at this point when the size is so small, I'm not too nervous because if it stops me out, that's fine. I still got almost 2R on most of my size, which is the most important thing. So I left the stop, let it work. And then when I saw it kind of bounce up from here, I left some orders to sell. And I think, am I still in Apple? Let me check. Yeah, I'm still long some Apple right now. So just a little bit left on Apple. And I think my stop is going to be below that 50 EMA. So this was a nice long right here, breaking over VWAP, sold most of it, was lucky enough to sell most of it there. So that was a trade on Apple. And then Nvdia was another good one. Let's look at Nvdia, the chart. I do have it up here. And I'll put SPY up here so we can get an idea of what SPY was doing at the same time. And then Nvdia, kind of a similar story, right? With the thesis was the market's moving up, the stock is gapping up, and I should look for long positions in Nvidia. So I let it open, move down a little bit, and then we had this big wick, bottoming wick on the 5-minute chart right at the open. So I was looking for a long, but I didn't want to jump in too early, because a lot of times I've done that and then the stock ends up going like sideways like this, and that just kills my profits for the day. So I waited, I think probably until about this candle to get long. I think it was just below like 119.33s, right? Yeah, right below 119.50 is where I got long. That's my long entry, and then I took half of it off here at a little bit over 120.50s, almost like a top tick exit, if you can believe that, for half of it. Was that here? 120.60? Yeah, something like that. And so after I took half of it off, then I saw it kind of hold this area of 120, sort of like a psychological number. And Nvidia was super strong in the day. It's up like 3.5% now, but I think it was up almost maybe 2% at the time, or 1.5%. And it's above all the EMAs, above whre, and I thought that it was a good opportunity to add to the long position. So I had taken half of my size off here, and I added another full lot of risk, looks like right below 120.50. So right here, maybe I got long. And that's what really made this trade like a home run, because if I only had my original size from here, it still would have been a good trade. But what I'm trying to get better at is adding to my winners and then holding them for the bigger move up, because that's really what's going to make you, a super profitable trader, in my opinion, is when you can add to winners and then hold them for the bigger move. So you don't have to have necessarily huge size, but if you wait for the big range and you capture the meat of the move, I think you're going to have better stats as a day trader. So anyway, we got added size here at around 120.40s, and then because again I had too much size, I was pretty eager to take it all off here when it double topped here right below 121, and then I did hold some until about 122, and unfortunately I didn't get any exits here. I pretty much sold it all, I think, in this area. 121.50s was kind of as far as I got. And I'm not always going to top tick exit or bottom tick the longs. I mean, that's not my style. That's not what I look to do. But I think overall these were pretty good trades. Today was sort of an easy day, I would say, to trade, because the setups worked, and they worked right away. PLTR was a difficult one. I'll just show that real quick. PLTR, I think I attempted along here, and then I added, and then I stopped out for like a small loss. Walmart was another one that WMT, I believe, I shorted this one. I shorted Walmart right, I think maybe around here. And as you can see, it did absolutely nothing. I mean, this thing is flatline. And so what I did when I see that is I think I got out of the trade for a small loss, maybe, or maybe break even. Yeah, no, I think I had a small loss on it. Yeah, maybe my entry was a little too low on the short here. But anyway, that's the recap for today, August 15th. I hope you guys like this style of videos, and I hope you enjoy learning with me. I'm learning too, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys drop a like for me on the video, and see you in the next one. Take care.